about American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal, credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party and replay game. Listen, I don't know what happened with that thumbnail that I just put up, but that's crazy. I don't know what happened to my logo that was on there, but yeah, some fixing needs to happen there. I put that up and I'm like, what the hell? I saved it and was moving so damn fast that I didn't even notice that the damn logo wasn't on there. What is going on? That is weird. Like, how did that even happen? Like, what happened to my logo? And I went back to the app. I don't even see it anywhere. In any event, we're at 9,478. We've only got 522 to go, gang. 522 subscribers to get Coach to 10,000. Give it up for yourselves. We are moving up. Well, I told you we've been averaging between 10 and 12 new subscribers a day. So whatever you guys are doing is working. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll have him there by the summertime. At this rate, we'll have him there by the summertime. So I'm excited about that. Shout out to you, Coach. American Dream Trading, what is that, you ask? It is a stock market education group where we learn how to trade from Chad W. Christian, who is the owner and CEO of American Dream Trading. He is our mentor and coach, and I'm proud to call him a friend. We love you, Coach. Coach has been listen, he's traded every market condition, every market condition, not only imaginable, but I mean, 30 years of trading, that's a lot of screen time. So he takes that and teaches us how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. Okay. We learn about cash secure puts, covered calls, dividend stocks, you name it. He teaches it to us. Okay, so the cool thing about it is we're not just some regular call out group. So don't join American Dream Trading thinking you're just going to get call outs over here. That's not what we do. We actually learn how to trade. Okay, we actually learn how to trade. We know how to fish instead of just sit there and receive fish from Coach. That's not. He doesn't train us for that, because if he needs to walk away, we need to be able to train on our own. So he had us in mind. And not only do we learn how to make money, but we also learn how to protect it and hold on to it and continue to let it grow. So shout out to Coach Chad W. Christian, also featured in Inc.com. Okay, Inc. magazine, that's no joke. So you know you've made it when you're in Inc. So shout out to you, Coach. You deserve it, and it is well overdue. Shout out to everybody down there in the chat. Miranda, thank you, baby girl. Thank you so much for putting those links up. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. The link to AmericanDreamTrading.com is pinned to the top of this live chat, and it also is located in the description of this video in case you're catching us on the replay game. If you're not a member, click that link and join ASAP yesterday. Join. Okay, and don't just join with a vengeance. Okay, you can do that by clicking the link that says VIP Gold. That gives you every service that Coach offers, including hot stock picks every morning, one-on-one type style training with Coach himself every morning. Okay, and trust me, those hot stock picks, we're trading them in the pre-market. You get pre-market access to a group where we trade with a millionaire. Nate is one of Coach's millionaires. Coach has created over 10 millionaires. Count them, 10. Okay, at least that's 10 millionaires that we know about. I'm sure there's plenty more that choose not to put themselves on blast like that. He's retired over 75 people at least. And those are the 75 that we know about. Remember, everybody doesn't want their business out in the street and doesn't always let Coach know what's going on. So, but either way, if it were only that, that is huge. What other stock market trading education group do you know has that kind of a track record? So must be something in the Kool-Aid. Something must be being done right over here. Okay. You don't see that kind of success when it's luck. That's skill. That's a skilled trainer. And those are people that are listening to that trainer and doing exactly what he's saying and finding success with it. So shout out to you, Coach. Shout out to Jimmy, Brady, all of the millionaires. Nate also is one who chose to just kind of hang out with us and help train us in the morning based on the strategies that he has learned from Coach and how he has used them to his advantage, and teaches us those little nuances like using the L2 order book and making sure you're waiting in the weeds, like Jimmy used to say, and buying low and selling high, learning how to scalp. Coach teaches us how to use the 2-minute EWO strategy, okay, which is a strategy that is exclusive only to him and this group. It's a strategy that he has come up with and has been back tested by the best moderator in the world, David. What's going on, David? Shout out to David. And I realized, David, I never mentioned you. What the hell's going on? I always mention everybody, but I always forget about David Yanez. David Yanez is one of the nicest people you ever want to meet, but not only that, he's a fierce trader. And when I say fierce, I mean he teaches with a passion. Okay, he does our Saturday weekend classes, and those are amazing. They feel like you're in a one-on-one with him every time he does them. So shout out to you, David. Thank you for coming in and giving your time and taking care of people, always making sure we know what's what. Shout out to Eric Smoto, who comes in and talks to us and has been on this stream several times, lining up trades for us, showing what he has done to earn the money that he has earned. Okay, so shout out to all of the moderators. Arlo, love you, baby. Mark McSee, thank you so much for being such an integral part of the aftermarket as well as the pre-market. You guys thought I work long hours. Look at Mark. He's sharing the screen all day long, and then he comes in here and helps me run this. So, hey, shout out to Mark McSee. He's not going to be with us tonight, but we love you, Mark, wherever you are. And again, once again, our condolences go out to your friend and their family. So, but yeah, you know what I mean? Bruno, love you, Bruno. Bruno is all over the place helping Coach administratively make sure that this business runs smoothly on the back end. Speaking of which, I'm so excited because every Friday at 12 in the afternoon, and yes, I didn't forget, I'm still working on it. And I'll put it out in the morning. That way we can kind of hype it up all the way up to it. And when I get finished tonight, I'll even put it in there. But I'll put it up again in the morning. I'm working on a small commercial for the girls because the onboarding crew, Miranda and Arlo, the onboarding liaison, customer service ladies that are moderators with us, are going to have a members onboarding that's going to be held in the Discord under the members onboarding channel, 12 in the afternoon every Friday, from here up until I saw all the way up through March 8th. So every Friday they're going to have a class where they're running you through the things that you need to do to get started with ADT. You asked for it, you got it. We need some onboarding. Okay, well, Marlo is onboarding you. That is Miranda and Arlo. So tomorrow at 12 p.m., they will gather you, all the new members, and they will have that'll be a room where you can have Q&A, ask all kinds of questions, and find out where's the best place to get started with your American Dream trading career. Let me go ahead and turn that down just a little bit. I miss my music, man. They didn't have it available yesterday. I'm like, what is going on, Restream? All right, let's switch it up a little bit. Get with the lounge. All right, there we go. So yeah, excited, and I'll pump out a little commercial so that you guys can kind of get a taste of that. But yeah, 12 p.m. every Friday, member onboarding with the member liaison, the onboarding liaison. Yeah, I have to get that talk off down, right? But I'll get used to it. You know, you guys are doing this for forever, so yeah, I'll go ahead and get that right. But I'm excited, and it is much needed. I remember when I first started, I'm like, wow, do they have some type of onboarding? And they didn't, but Coach had a channel all set up to tell you where to go and things you should be going to first. And of course, if you can't afford to pay and get started with a paid membership right away, then you've got a plethora, yes, Christine, I said plethora of YouTube videos to look at. Okay. Coach trains us every morning, and these YouTube videos that we have, and I have one on queue already. Shout out to Carter, who makes sure that we have all these videos loaded on YouTube, and he edits all of them. Carter's amazing. But yeah, if you look at those videos, that is very much like what we get on a daily basis from Coach. First thing in the morning, he's running through trades with us and showing us how to get in trades and out of trades. He's running over his 2-minute EWO strategy. He's running over scalping plays. He's running over pre-market setups so that we go into the market prepared, knowing what levels we should be looking for to make moves. So you got to have a game plan. You got to plan your trade and trade your plan. And Coach gets us set up every morning. You can't, come on now. Come on. Herd us, baby. Herd us. We are the sheep and you are the shepherd. And we are up under his protective wing. If you want to be up under that protective wing, you got to click that link that's pinned to the top of the live chat. All right. So the other link is yours truly, the tip jar. This is one of the ways that I get paid. So thank you very much. Until I blow up and become a millionaire, you know, my trading is still in the learning stages. I'm doing well, but I'm not as consistent as I'd like to be. So doing these replays with you guys at night, talking about the trades, constantly watching videos, that helps me as well as help you. I have a firm grasp on the strategies, but you know, you guys know as well as I do, having a firm grasp of it and actually putting through the mechanics and actually getting a trade and managing your emotions while you're in the trade is not something that can be taught. Okay. Those are the things that I'm working on. I got the mechanics down. I've got the strategies down. I know what I should be doing and how to do it. Managing my emotions, and I'm a Cancer. That is probably the most emotional sign of the zodiac. So I'm dealing with that over here. Okay. And I'm supposed to trade with no emotion. Ha ha! Woo! Good luck with that. So yeah, I have all I could do to manage my emotions when I'm in a trade and try to just simply focus on the trade itself. That is probably the hardest part for not only me, but anybody out there. That is why 95% of traders don't make it. And that's not something Coach can teach. He has taught me everything that he can teach me. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that. There's always more to learn. But as far as me being able, if I were to walk away from ADT today, I could make a living trading. I'm getting the emotions in check. He has taught me enough to be able to go eat doing this. So that's huge. That's huge. I have no plans on doing that. But if Coach decided to shut this thing down and it was no more, come on. You know, it would suck, but you got to admit, he left a plethora of things for us to use. Okay. And we should know by now how to use these strategies. All right. Especially if you put in a year of screen time. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, let's see who's down there in the live chat. I know Miranda's down there because I saw her first thing. Welcome, baby girl. All right. Who do we got down there with Miranda? We got Darn Cricket. What's up, Darn Cricket? How you doing? We got Bubbles. Bubbles, I might need some company up here. Mark McCee's not here. Nobody's come up on the panel yet. Nobody's in the backstage. Come on and hang out. Chicken Nugget. Why don't you come up here, Chicken Nugget? Come hang out. Let's get some new faces. Diesel Dan, you've been up here before. Come on and hang out with me. Come do some trades. That's a different name. Cade Simpson. Cade. I like that name. It's a pretty cool name. It's like Cole. You know, there's just some names that are just cool. Cole, cool. So, remember Pet Cemetery? The little kid that got killed? Gage. Gage. Isn't that a cool name? That's a very strong, you know, masculine name. Gage. My name's Gage. You know what I mean? All right, I hear somebody's in the backstage. Welcome, whoever you are. Who are you? Is that... Who is that? I cannot see who that is. Wait a minute, hold on. I gotta look. Okay. He always has this look. I'm not even gonna say who it is. You know who? You probably know. All I gotta do is that. I thought I saw flying, but then the second word threw me off. I'm like, there's not supposed to be another F there, so that's what threw me off. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna let you wait back there. Hold on. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
You? How are you?
Just another day. Just
I
another
know,
day.
man. I just was giving you a shout out. You do so much, Bruno. Thank you for all that you do, man. Seriously. Mike
Ain't nothing
Clark.
but, ain't nothing but a thing.
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing on a string, right? Mike Clark, what's up, bro? How are you? We got Artelon with the pink hand. How are you tonight? Miranda Arlo, what's up, sis? How you doing, baby girl? Carolyn Chicken Wraps, what's going on? Stanley Ipkiss, how art thou? We got PW. Hi everybody, what's going on, PW? We got Jay Waffle in the house. What up? We got Special K. What's up, girl? Brian T is in the house. How are you, Brian T? Kate says, I'll make sure to join that tomorrow. Yes, I can tell you're a new name. So yes, tomorrow at 12 p.m. And I saw all the way up to March 8th, Bruno, that at 12 p.m. every Friday, there's going to be these onboarding sessions under the members onboarding channel. And I told the girls I was going to make a little commercial that we could throw in Discord tonight and tomorrow and just kind of, get everybody, kind of knowing and going over there and whatever. But, shout out to Marlo for doing that for everybody. You can't say we don't have that anymore. Hey, you go over there, you don't know where to go. Not anymore. Question and answers. Ivan, what's going on, bro? How art thou? Carlos, what's going on? Carlos, Carrie, Torito, Garrido. I'm so proud of Freddie. Did you hear Freddie retire, Bruno?
I heard something, but it's just retirement, or did I hear something about $1 million?
He sold his truck.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
cool.
yeah.
I thought he hit $1 million. I was like, damn.
He's driven 1 million miles. I know that much.
1 million miles. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Farrah Travis, what's been going on, Farrah? How you doing, honey? She said, what's up, ADT family? Stephen H, what's going on, brother?
What's up, Boricua? Boricua in the house.
Boricua. Mike N, what's going on? KB in the house. J Mister. Jamista. Hamilton. Hi, baby. How are ya? Bucket. What's going on, Bucket? I'm looking forward to doing some trades tonight, Bucket. I think I might be at the end, Bruno. Yes, I am. Mickey D's. Mickey D's. Somebody's got the name Mickey D's. I love it. Gee, what's your favorite restaurant?
Christy, what's up?
Christy.
Never again volunteer yourself. Hello, hello.
You gotta love that name.
I'll be your eyes right now if you want.
Thank
Acklin.
you. Thank you.
What's up, Acklin?
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we got to get Arlo out of her shell and put her up on the stage. So it's going to be big for her tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, she's... What about Miranda? Is she doing it too?
Oh, yeah, she's doing it too. I guess I would say more get Miranda out of her shell more than Arlo.
Yeah, Arlo will chime in.
Yeah.
She does chime in from time to time, like on the Zoom call. Miranda, not so much. Every now and then you'll hear Miranda's voice. But, well, maybe this will help them come on the aftermarket more. They're always here.
Practice makes perfect, right?
You guys do that for a while and then, come on up here and Look, maybe if coach says that, well, see, it doesn't matter because they don't even do it in the Zoom call and they're not on camera. So I was going to say maybe he'll give them a pass, but that won't be enough, you know? They just don't want their voices heard, which I don't know why.
Arlo said Miranda squeaks.
She does not. Stop it. She gives her such a hard time. Oh my gosh, she loves teasing that girl. Oh man. Okay, so what are we gonna do today? I tell you what, I do have a video queued up because we haven't been watching them for the past few nights because we've been doing our replay game. So I want to give a shout out to Carter and take a quick look at the video that he put in today. Listen, guys, Carter puts a lot of time and effort into making sure these videos are perfect for us. So the least we can do is go over to the channel, which we are already on, and watch them and put a comment on them and put the likes on them. That'll help get us up in the algorithm so that these videos get pushed out and Coach can get these subscribers that we're trying to get. So show Carter some appreciation. Those of you that have not taken the time to do that, don't just watch them, put a comment on them, even if it's, hey, great video. You know what I mean? Or, hey, great video. I learned a lot in this one about the EWO, whatever it may be. So, okay, it doesn't have to be a paragraph. Okay, trust me, Coach doesn't want to read all that, but he reads those comments, you know? So make sure we're doing that. It says Amazon EWO trading breakdown or blueprint. So, damn, my eyes are bad. Breakdown? You see how bad? It says blueprint, and I thought it said breakdown. That's bad. That is bad, man.
What's up, Waffle? What's up, Ralph? Ralph, why
Ralph's
you talking?
down there?
Why you talking smack, Ralph?
Ralph's always
So what if it's just Dawn and Bruno? Is that our Ralph?
With that?
Wait, is that our Ralph? Yeah, that's our Ralph.
Of course. Who would be saying smart ass stuff like that?
I want to make sure before I start calling out the wrong Ralph.
It's him.
What's up, Ivan? PW. Enjoy your dinner.
He's eating while listening to us.
Ivan said Jimmy Kimmel in the house.
Oh my goodness. He looks better than Jimmy Kimmel, though. I keep telling you that pic, dude. It does look like Jimmy. It's the Jimmy Kimmel suit. But you know, remember Jimmy Kimmel used to be pretty heavy, and he came down. So that's a compliment. You make Jimmy Kimmel look good, Bruno.
Yeah, I heard. I saw somebody asked Jimmy Kimmel. Really? Ace 201.
All right, let's get the. What am I doing here? Okay, let's get the chats out so it takes up the whole screen. We got somebody else in here with us. Is that Gilly? Haha. Gilly, is that a background for us? Hold on.
Nothing new. It's Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, Kramer, what's up? Nobody makes an entrance like Kramer. All right, so let's do it. Nice thumbnail, Carter. Nice title to this video too. All right, let's check it out.
Talking about Amazon right now on a 2-minute EWO. Perfect setup for Amazon upside because you already know to put a stop below VWAP. Yes, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That is a minimal risk setup with maximum reward. Thank you, Amazon. You guys are all now getting paid. You should be green. Apple starting to pop. Remember, Amazon, you will use VWAP. Not a little candle breakthrough, but a break and hold to the downside means you will shut that down. Nice. Now, who said you got stopped out?
That's me, Coach.
How did that happen, Sam?
Way too tight to stop, Coach.
Right, but everybody, where did I say exactly to have your stop on Amazon? Everybody?
Where did he say it?
Right below VWAP.
Right
Below
below
VWAP. Yep. You didn't hear me say a percentage. You
I
didn't hear
tried
me
to
say
pause us so I
anything.
could
I
get some
said,
comments.
and I quote, your stop has to be below VWAP and not a little candle poking through it. It has to hold below it. That is your stop. It is impossible for Sam or anybody else.
This is what our morning sessions look like, guys. Those of you who are not part of the VIP, this is what our morning sessions look like. You know, he is getting down and dirty with the stock, telling us when to get in, when to get out, what we should be looking for, you know, and even regular members are also getting this type of tutelage in the Zoom call. So if you don't have a paid membership, you are really missing out.
For you to have been stopped out. Listen, here is the rule with this. Only because of this key critical level, right? This is a perfect opportunity for 50. This most likely will break through. So if you guys are getting out of everything, you're going to miss all of it. We don't get all the way out. 50, 20, 20, 10. If you guys are getting out, I already know you went in too big.
That's true.
Stop going in so big. You guys are stopping how much money you can make. You're leaving money on the table when you guys do that. Take some, not all. And the only reason is we collect profit on the way up so that if it pulls back, it doesn't go against us. We've locked in guaranteed profit. You did not allow a green trade to go red. That's the only reason we do it. That's it.
Coach, I'm sorry. I left some money. So I took my 6,700 out and I probably left another 1,000 on the table because it's still climbing.
Well, and it's not done because now if it's breaking beyond the...
Damn, shout out to Nate. Nate in the house. It sounded like Nate had a cold, didn't it? Nate sounds a little under the weather on this one.
This level, it's going to run for a long...
Huh?
He's wiping his tears with them hundreds.
long time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So leave it alone. Listen to the sound of my voice. Get out your journal and just write down, I got out too early, and put why you did it. Right? I already guarantee you why you guys did it, is you were in too big, right?
I had 30 contracts.
Oh yeah, geez, oh Pete's. Okay, yeah, go for it. You're going for it. See now, look.
That's what I had, Coach. 30.
Yeah, think about this. At 30 contracts, this went from 155.60 to 155.77. Every one of you left at least $1,500 on the table on that climb, right?
Yep.
That's just on that one move. That's just that one move. And right here, now because you guys would be in 15 contracts, you would not be sweating as much. Now you would allow this thing to go all day long. That is the difference. But because you guys went in, so now look at new high a day on Amazon.
Yeah.
But because you pulled it all out, you have nothing else to gain.
Nope.
So you already made the trade. You already committed. You've already gone through the risk. It already turned green. You went through all the pains of it. Let it run. Okay. The reason why everybody...
Show of hands. Put a number 1 down in the chat if you have done that. Gone in too big and not allowed the trade to run because you were scared you were going to lose a ton of money. Let me see the ones down in the chat if you've done that. I know damn well there's got to be somebody down there that's done that. I'm going to go ahead and put a damn one in there. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. We've all done it, right? We've gone in just a little bit too big and pulled everything out because we were scared shitless that we were going to lose a ton of money. So we got to stop doing that. We got to go in with smaller position sizes because that allows us to sit in the trade longer. I went in today in ARM with $94. You know me, $100. Look, I've got like a $500 account. That's the size account that I'm dealing with at any given time, right? No more than that. Some days it's 200 or 300 that I've got in there that I'm trading with, period. So $100 is huge. That's why I go out of the money on some of these plays. I know the delta. I know exactly how it works. But sometimes when you are looking for opportunities, you kind of learn the nuances. So yeah, I go far out of the money sometimes. I prefer to be at the money, but if I'm at the money, I'm in Soxel that day. If I'm at the money, I'm in CCL that day, maybe even Apple. But if I'm going out, trust me, it is going to be an Nvidia that's going to move $20 in a day because I know I'm going to get hit with some money that far out. If you're going to do that, make sure you're doing that with something. If you're doing that so that you can play a small position size, make sure it's at least a stock that's going to hit your delta. Even though it's so low, at least you will make some money. I put in 94. I walked away with 247. You can't beat that. And it should have been more, but I let it go against me a little bit too long towards the end of the day. And I probably lost another, good 30, 40%. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, but I still walked away green because I wasn't afraid to stay in that trade all day. I was in that trade from 9:30 this morning, as soon as I saw the EWO hit. So you gotta start riding these things out, and one of the best ways to do that is to make sure you have a small position size.
Buddy, here at American Dream Trading, we create so many millionaires is because we allow the runners to run. We don't take profits and stop and get out of everything. The reason all the other trading groups and all the other gurus, big time air quotes, don't make the kind of money we make in this room is because they stop themselves out and they go, oh, I'm going to collect right here and I'm out. This is my spot and I'm going to get out. And then it runs the rest of the day. Let them run the rest of the day. What are you getting out for? There's nothing more to be scared of. You've already gone through the pain of committing to it. It's probably already gone red several times on you. It then went green. You've already put in the work. Let it go, man. Let it go. Let it ride.
Facts.
Right? Leave it
Yes, Coach.
alone. Am I right? Do you guys see what I'm saying, though? Does that make sense? I'm not just getting on you to get on you. I really need you to see it.
Today was a perfect example of that. At some point in that trade, I tell you what, I was up $140 this morning, but then it started going against me. And I actually, because I had such a small position in it, I had one contract, so I made it so I had to stick it out. I said, I know what's going on with SMCI, and it's in an uptrend that is killer. Okay, I've been listening to Ted talk about it, everything that's going on with it. I knew that trade was going to come back at some point throughout the course of the day, so I sat the hell in it. Okay, it never, ever told me to get out. Even when the color changed, it never really broke the cloud, anything. So I stayed in it and eventually got back in the green and made some money off of it. But only I would trust me, if I'd had 10 contracts sitting at the money, there's no way in hell I'd have been out. I would have shed, and then I would have been out. And I would have missed all the run that ended up happening after 2 o'clock. Okay, that's another thing. We get in a lot of these trades early and forget about all the stuff. Save yourself some buying power, guys. Take it from me. I used to do it all the time. Use up all my buying power, and at the end of the day, some shit happens and you can't be a part of it because you have no buying power. Save some money so that you can get in some trades at the end of the day.
No, it's okay. I understand.
Yeah,
I
see
agree
this
with
one.
you.
Yep.
Agree with you 100%.
Okay, good. Love your faces. Don't worry. Next time you do better, boom, look, Amazon new high day. Yeah, and think about that. Where did I say? I told you guys exactly, by the way, to the penny, exactly right here to get into it. This was the exact spot I told you to get in. See it? Now, here's the beauty if you actually listened. Look how far away you guys are from
Hi, Ted.
Hello.
VWAP. None of you should be panicking at all. None of you should be getting chicken shit feet. None of you. New high a day Amazon. None of you should be panicking at all, ever. You are so far away from where you bought it. Get your dirty, greasy little hands off the mouse. Leave it alone.
Chicken shit.
Thank
feet.
you. What did I say on a pullback collect?
Got it. Selected.
Thank
That's
you.
definitely a football
Now there's
code.
20. You did 50, 20.
Talking about quarterback.
You still have 30% inside of this. Now, guess what? Now you guys have made so much freaking money. It's making you crazy. It's so much money. You still have 30%. Now, if it pulls back and does go against you, it's nothing. You can.
Dude, some of those SMCI pullbacks, I was still in the green, and it pulled. What you saw some of those pullbacks today, Ted. Sitting in that from 938, I was still green through a lot of those heavy pullbacks. So the man's right. Got to listen to him.
Not lose money at this point, right? And of course, unless there's some sort of knife drop.
Huh?
Maybe the idea is to pull the Jimmy and not even look at what's happening on the pullbacks.
Absolutely.
Just your eyes, watch what it's doing, and don't let those numbers get in your head because they'll make you do stupid things.
I'm getting better at that. I've got to work on that, and I'm actually getting better at that. I will catch myself. I'm like, what are you going over there for? Look at the trade. Look at the trade. What's it doing? What's it telling you?
What the hell good is the greatest days I've ever had is sometimes I get locked out of Fidelity. I have to log back in. That means I haven't been visiting.
Right.
You know, I'm watching on TradingView. I'm seeing what it's doing from a graphical, you know, and you're a visual person. That's all you need to know, really. You know that it's going to be up.
Yeah.
As long as you're playing the EWO strategy, it's sort of a set it and forget it.
Yeah, it really is.
So let's, you know, you got to know when to hold them.
Know when to fold them. Look,
There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Shout out to Kenny Rogers. There was times when stocks were going down this week, and I said, don't you go look at it, because if you see where you're down $40 or $50, you might go get out of it, and you see that you're not supposed to be out of this trade. So I purposely did not go look because I didn't want to see it, because I knew if I saw it, I would get scared and have chicken shit feet and get out.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm getting better at it.
If you don't have a stop loss, you guys do something stupid. That'd be the only way you could ever possibly lose money on this trade now. You have locked in 70%.
What's up?
That's it. You're locked in.
Yeah.
Of your contracts or shares, you are golden.
Golden.
Rawhide.
We do lose Bruno.
Oh my God, the Huberman lad.
Oh, we lost Bruno?
Bruno, where'd you go, man?
He's creeping.
He saw Ted was here.
He's never gone.
He's always lurking in the shadows.
You know, are you ashamed to be seen on the same screen as me?
Oh my God, remember you two with the backgrounds. Oh, that was too funny.
Yeah, he used to always poke those over. Hey, there's a Kramer. Is that Kramer?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is that AI Kramer or is that some artist?
No, well, I couldn't tell you that. I don't know.
It looks like it's drawn.
It's funny because it must not be, because the AI guys now are starting to not do image and likeness. Like I tried to do something with the Danny DeVito stuff, and would say, "Here's an Italian man."
I remember that. You said that morning.
That was a subtle.
It did look like him, though. It actually did look like Danny DeVito.
We'll look at our phones. What happened? You grabbed did you do a straddle or calls on coin? Ted?
I did a straddle on coins. Remember, I mean, I'll be the first to tell. I don't know who the gentleman was. He knows coin really well. I was a skeptic. I thought that the and there were articles that thought this as well, but the idea that that this ETF business was going to be disruptive to coins earnings, and
I would have thought that too.
Quite to the contrary, because the surprise was like 1,200%.
There's news that just came out. It's the Coinbase turns profitable for the first time in 2 years.
That's exactly what I said.
Wow.
That's the day I grabbed calls.
Yeah.
Did you get in on calls?
Yeah, I just did. I grabbed one. It was just a lotto, but it was at 550, whatever, $550 for one contract, and 190 strike, and it's been dancing around it, so that should be okay. But
this is a great
you should be all right.
opportunity.
It was just a lotto.
I mean, looking at coin right now, why wouldn't you at least do what we do? Buy some shares, and I'll do it for the.
No, I'm with you.
Coin, let's look at it.
I bet it sees like 196. Here just bounced off of VWAP.
You gotta know when to hold. Look at that direction. Why wouldn't? Oh, I am in on some coin. Okay, I thought maybe I wasn't.
There's sell orders at 204.
Yeah, because you asked me if I was in. I am in on a straddle, but I also bought some coins. But with Webull, you have a cash account and the margin account. I was in the cash account and it wasn't showing up. I was like, "What's going on?"
Got some coins in your pocket.
This is the most amazing thing. I think we've gotten a lot more disciplined about earnings.
Yes.
And there are ways that you can at least pick up $1,000 to $1,500 without a lot of effort. Just zooming in, zooming out. Just buy. You've got the information. You know it's positive. The market's starting to accept it. It goes up onto that candle. It might be in that first candle. Buy in and get out. I mean, there's volatility, but it's positive volatility, right?
Yeah. Something that I thought was awesome was like you pointed out that guy that was talking about crypto. I'm like, oh crap, here we go. It's one of these guys, and but he actually knew what he was talking about, and it's part of the community. I don't have
exactly
everything. He's our crypto guy now. Like we need to get his name.
You saw me. I was curious. I mean, I wasn't trying to shut him down. I was I'm curious. What's the
answers? So I just shut up and listen. And it's nice to have eyes and ears all over everything.
Yeah, absolutely. We have somebody in the group that can talk about any and everything. I love that.
We do.
I love that.
Without a doubt. And I can talk about Crustables. No, I don't know what I can talk about.
Oh man. Nate, where you at, bro? He said he might come in with a trade tonight.
Well, there's so many. Oh, did you see Soundhound just totally took a dive?
Did it? Oh. Yeah. Let's check it out. Oh, look at that.
Look at the dive. Look out below.
Look at that cloud. So much separation in the cloud.
Had a little optimism on that too with the NVIDIA news.
Look, it just looks like blood.
DraftKings did go down a little bit more.
Bucket was saying Trade Desk took a shit too.
Did it really?
And Amber Heard. What's the ticker for Trade Desk?
It's TDD.
No, Trade Desk didn't take a shit. It's up 18%. No, he said look at he said something that could be interpreted as bad, but it was actually good.
Oh.
TDD.
Yeah, that's way up. Maybe it wasn't TDD. It was
Roku.
Yeah.
Roku took a dive. Roku hit the mat, down 14%.
Oh my God. Look at that.
See, if you had a straddle on any one of these, the swings are so, it's so volatile that your straddle is going to play out. There was nothing flat. It was just feast or famine.
And I did it as a lotto, so I mean it's not going to be huge, but I think I could probably be up to maybe 3K. On
the last straddle on shop, you're in shop too. That damn thing's been coming back. I sold my puts when I was in the money. I was making great money, and I held on to that stupid call because I bought it so far out. It's actually gained back like 50% of it.
That's a really good lesson. That if you've got something that's worthless, it's worthless. Don't sell it for $10.
Yeah.
Right?
Why not hold it?
$10. You're giving somebody a shiny penny that might be, a rare minted. And that's what happened. Remember that AMD thing? And I know that Bruno hates me for this, but AMD climbed out of the hole, that big dark hole that AMD was in.
Within a day.
Within 2 to 3 days, it was at least equal to the point that you probably got your investment back. And gosh darn it, sometimes that's a win.
Gosh darn it.
Double win. I mean, you won on the puts and to come back up and you might break even on the calls. That's a double.
Yeah.
Look at SMCI. That's just a beautiful stock.
It's too easy. You just got to have the account to play it.
Well, you want to know
really.
Do you want to know what I did today?
What'd you do?
So funny. I got in and I was so pissed. I was like, no. Last night I was so pissed. We were talking and there it was. And I think I pointed out SMCI up almost 3% in the aftermarket. I was like, it's doing it again. So
see, I could have done something. I could have taken a good portion of, Jen's check and put 5 calls in that $94. I could have done 5 or 6 of those. What if I had done 10 of those? Look where I'd be sitting at right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
there's no guarantee it's going to go up 10%. You need it to go up.
Right. I was so tempted
up.
to do that. I'm like, this could really put me in a way better situation right now. And I won't do it. I've, disciplined myself against doing stuff like that. But I mean, it was cool to make the $100, but I'm like, God damn it. If I'm going to be in it, I might as well get my account to the next level if I'm going to do this.
Well, at least, I don't know, what was your expiration date?
Tomorrow.
Yeah, see that would, I mean, that's a little bit risky. I mean, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
But what
if red S would be Jen's check or whatever you were talking about? That's
yeah.
Yeah,
I wasn't willing to, do that. I'm like, I'll take $100
today that I think could be a good version of that.
I could have doubled it though.
Begins with V.
Yeah.
Shit, Gilly.
I wish I had 50 contracts in coin.
Well, and it's funny, Don, when you were talking, you're like, well, if I had 10 contracts, I'd be out by now. It's like 10 contracts.
Right.
You know how much 10 contracts of SMCI would have been worth?
You'd be up like $9,000.
$80,000. So yeah, the up and down would drive you crazy.
There's the catch-22 in it, right? Because if I had done that, I would have been like, holy shit, we're not going to be able to.
I think when you're hammering.
Oh, and out of the money, that thing would have swung like a mofo.
I think when you're hammering the big dollars, it's all nice and like round numbers. You don't even see change on there. It goes by thousands. Just flying all over the damn place.
Yeah. That's man, just to hear Nate talk about it, he's like, oh Lord. When he does that, it's like he can't stand those swings because he's in so big. But I mean, when you have days like that day when ARM just kept going straight up, and he made that 100K, it's like you see stuff like that and it does feed into your FOMO and you want it for yourself. But the cool thing about us is we kind of keep each other grounded. You know what I mean? It's like as soon as you start flying off thinking, hey, that could be me. No, that's not normal. Okay. Get a grip.
You had a really good situation that you knew that SMCS was a flyer because it did 2 or 3 other days.
And I sat back and watched it.
It's really important that people understand that out of the money is in normal circumstances is a very difficult way to play a stock.
I don't do it unless it's something like this. Okay, that runs for long periods of time. It's it's done it several times. I know the trajectory of it. It's in the uptrend, so I knew it was most likely going to have a run at some point today. Yeah. And that's only after screen time. That wasn't my first time with you guys calling that out. Let me just run into. I don't do that. So I watched this thing all week do this type of shit. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take a small chunk and just do $100, and I'm gonna get in this thing Friday or Thursday or Friday. You know, I told you guys, I said Thursday I'm gonna get in something.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I did, and it paid off. So, and I was able to stay in it with a small position size. So, I mean, I'm excited about it. You know,
And it's
I'm
been
excited about
one
that.
clear direction.
Yes.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah. For me to go way out of the money anymore, it's got to be that type of situation. You know, it's got to be an NVIDIA, you know, or something like that. What?
Feel like we're insider traders. Like this is where politicians live. We know it's going up. Just throw a shit ton of money at it and kick back. Or don't
Yeah, it's like I could go into that with relative confidence that it was going to pay me today, just after watching it. So I'm like, it was a given.
for
But
3 months straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's I was promised that I would share this. I don't know if Hamilton's in the show.
I thought I saw him down there.
He's a great addition to the group.
He really is.
So I'm
knowledgeable,
saying,
humble.
I guess you need to make it available.
Victoriano. What? Make what available?
My screen.
Oh, yep. Will do. Let me get mine off of here. Okay, there we go. I see it. Come on, button. Wait a minute. What is going on? Why is that not pressing? Okay, that's weird. It's not letting me. Oh, durr. Oh. Okay.
There we go. Let me refresh that screen.
Coin. That's insane. 1,255.
Isn't that great? Well, and look at this. Growth, 51%.
Well, they said it's the first time it's made money in 2 years. That's the day I grabbed calls. What the hell?
Yep. Yeah, and there's the Roku, right? Roku is growing. It's only growing 13.5. Hard to be a growth stock if you're below 20%, my opinion. Trade Desk, 23%. A little bit off on the earnings. Doesn't seem like it's being punished for that. Applied Materials. We didn't talk about that, but that seems to be kind of lackluster.
This is live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's killer. That's awesome.
DoorDash. DoorDash was bad on, really bad. But you know what? Who knows? If they have a good excuse, DoorDash should be coming back, right? Because they got 26 of a big number. They got a 26% growth. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I could see them being rewarded for that. Toast. I think Toast was doing well.
DoorDash, maybe it's getting warmer and everybody's going to be, grilling out back rather than having delivery.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. When we owned our business, we got more business in the summertime than we did in the wintertime. And you would think that when it's cold out, nobody wants to come out. And it did. I mean, we did well in the winter, but yeah, summertime, especially down here, it's a resort area. There's a lot of hotels. They didn't feel like going out after being at the beach all day.
There's community. We got somebody that actually did DoorDash.
No, we owned a business. We owned a business that did delivery of food before DoorDash was even a thing for 10 years.
That's awesome. I'm just thinking of American Dream Trading. You throw out a dart at an industry and somebody's in it. Somebody in our group is has information on it. Dude,
awesome. We were doing that before apps were a thing. We didn't even have an app. People had to call us in and place their orders. Apps weren't even like around when we were doing it. And towards the middle of our business, they became a thing, and we got acclimated with a place that could set us up with one. And yeah, we kept up with everything. It was good. We had a nice website and everything.
Are you able to see this screen? With
Yes.
What's the time frame on that?
You're able to see TradingView?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Did you see that? Down 8.32%.
So those are quarter earnings at the bottom there, right? The E's.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at months.
Yeah. That's a bad miss. And
wow.
Yeah.
They're just real high expectations.
Yep. So what else do we have? Anything that looks interesting to you guys?
There's something 200% down.
Yeah, 200%.
I am gold. What the hell is that? Never heard of it. IAG.
Where is it?
IAG. 2 under where you just were 5 under. Nope, you're going the wrong way.
Oh.
There. I never heard of that.
Wow. That's pretty good. Let's see what that says. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I got to go this way. Oh, no, it's right here. IAG.
Why do I know that? Is that like insurance or something?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Let's switch that to the
chop suey.
Oh, up 2.77. It was up before today.
Volume 8.6 million. I mean, average volume 7.5. So, shit, someone knows about it.
Canadian company. Oh, it's gold mines.
Oh, okay. That makes sense for the name.
Yelp. Yelp grew at 10%. I think they offered a stock buyback too, guys. So this is one to watch.
Who else did that? Just a few days ago.
Did they lay people off? Didn't Yelp lay people off as well?
I'm not sure. I thought Shop did that. They had like a bad out or forecast or something, but they bought a shit ton of shares back. I'm pretty sure it was Shop. It's the second time
I don't know that it was Shop. I know what you're talking about. Somebody said it, and I can't remember who it was, but I don't think it was Shop. I think it was. Oh man, who was that?
I love this. We should do this just as a regular thing, Don, because you can just go from the earnings whisperer to TradingView to look at the stock, and then to x.com and get the latest and greatest feedback. So weak guidance is what's sending the stock sliding.
If someone else does all the homework and posts it as fast
Exactly. Why not, right?
They want to be first, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let them do the work.
Yeah.
I like it.
Why not take advantage?
Yelp. You know what? Initially, Texas Roadhouse popped. I was looking at that. Let's look at that one.
My mother-in-law loves that place.
TXRH. And never underestimate the power of a strong brand. Sorry.
And butter rolls.
Yeah, look at that. Up through. I should have bought in. It was so. The L2 was so thin. But just to give you an idea,
up 8.3.
Up 8.3, but I was debating getting in here at 135. I would have been up at least 6%. That's a nice return on your investment for just sitting around.
Yeah, it is.
$138 around there.
Yeah. Anything else that anybody want to look at?
No. How's when does 5 and below have earnings? Do they have
in the next couple weeks, I believe.
Whoa, negative 660. What the hell? Rare. RARE towards the bottom.
Let's see if does this sort? No, it would be great if they sorted these.
There's now DoorDash was negative 680. But there's an RARE was.
Ooh, look at Backblaze. BLZE.
What's the name of that one?
Backblaze.
What's that?
I'm looking it up. I think it's a tech company. BLZE. Backblaze. Oh, I'm in compare. Don't want to do that. Yeah, and this is an example of thinly trade. Getting in this, see these little discs? That says to me that it's thinly traded, so whatever you buy could drop like a knife.
That trading view indicator sure helps. So the ribbon there or cloud, whatever you call it, and 21 and 55, when it dips down to that, it'd be a good buying opportunity when it touches that 21.
It wasn't a huge beat. Yeah, I don't think I see anything else that looks all that.
Trox, never heard of that. The negatives, like if you wanted to short some of the terrible.
That's probably what the hedge fund guys do too. They go through and look at that stuff.
Just shove them down to hell.
Yep.
Dropbox missed.
Oh, how'd they do?
Yeah, they went up 6%. They're a big.
Okay. Is that part of Google? It's part of Google, right?
No.
It's a separate entity.
Yeah, it's a competitor to Google.
Huh.
Not so good. Down 4%.
Mm-hmm. Definitely don't want to get involved in that.
Open door technologies. That's just open, right? Kind of flat line all around, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Open door beat on. They had a surprise on the reported earnings. It's less of a loss, right?
You guys down in the chat, be thinking of a stock that you want us to play.
Growth is down 70%.
What was down?
That's the problem. Its growth is down 70%.
Oh.
What's that DT as a stock?
Yeah, DT, the female trucker.
As opposed to the male truckers named DT?
Yeah. DT, new high of day. Guys, down in the chat, think about a stock that you want to see on the replay that we can play and test our skills.
Oh, good idea. DMC.
It kind of looks like a car, doesn't it?
DMX.
Why did I put DMC? What am I? Oh, SMCI.
Doesn't that look like a Chevy Bel Air?
I don't know what you're thinking. The animal shapes.
I'm cars. I'm a car person.
You're a car person. Huh? Look at
it
that.
had like the wing on the back too.
AMC was a DeLorean.
Look at this. It's about to hit new high a day. 1034 point. Oh my gosh. I might have to buy
a monster, and it moves 3%.
Because my covered calls are like at 1200. I mean, it's not going to get there right away, but I might have to take a hit. It's not so bad because my shares will have gone up
before someone exercises it.
Yeah, I don't want to exercise those pay, especially if it starts to, grow like it's growing.
What's it feel like, Ted, to just be able to take your pick of any play you want to get in, you can get in? That's got to feel good. It's like, I think I'll just get in that.
It does give you like this sense of getting in the right trade. Like
Mhm.
today I heard Coach, and when he said pre-market that Netflix was enthusiastic or whatever he said, it just seemed like that it already had kind of gone over the pre-market setup. I said, okay, I'm in, and it turned out to be. It just seemed like that there was a lot of energy behind it. So even though it went up and down, I kind of had the confidence that, you know, that whoever wanted to get into it was going to do that all day, and that ended up happening. So it's kind of nice to be able to think that way, right, and not worry about the ups and downs so much, because what you'll see is that I often don't pick expirations. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I'll pick expirations that are 2 or 3 weeks out, and that gives me, even though there's theta decay,
Mhm.
the stocks that I like to trade are a little bit volatile from the standpoint that if I've got a bullish sentiment on it, and even though it will have theta decay, the bullish and the volatility kind of combine to kind of make up for whatever theta decay might bring it down. Does that make sense?
It does.
So I can ride those a couple days and not worry about it, because I know I'm confident that it's a good stock. And I think that's, you asked the question, you know, what does the money give you? I think it gives you that sense of maybe cockiness or whatever.
Confidence. Hell yeah.
But I'm still not in. I don't go in very big. One of these days, this is kind of like, I feel like I'm inhaling Nate's fumes. You know, he's one of these days I'm going to go all in, and I think he might very well have done that with DTSS, right? Was it DTSS? No, ARM. When he was in on ARM,
Yeah.
he reported back $100,000 gain on the day. That was tremendous.
That's why Weeble can't pay him right now.
And we know that he doesn't do options.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a genius to do the reverse math on what it would take to get $100,000 return on the investment on that day.
Mm-hmm.
And he agreed it was probably in the $200,000 to $300,000 range. So those are the bets that I have yet to do, but I want to do someday, you know. But I'm not in a hurry. I want to do it when it's the right time.
Yeah.
I kind of, in the back of my mind, I kind of say, if I know, I'll know. I don't do a lot of things very well. I don't, you know, some people are really good about starting with that Danny DeVito and then kind of building their way in.
Mm-hmm.
I got to learn to do that. I'm learning to do it though on Weeble. I've got the hotkeys sequence now that, like, I can, you know, when we do the morning routine, I can just go hit, new order, and boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, dude, I'm really thinking that I need to really seriously consider getting into the hotkey situation on Weibo. What's up, Nate?
Hey.
What's going on with you?
Nate. Nothing much.
We were just talking about you with these hotkeys.
Oh, hope I ain't do nothing wrong.
No, not at all.
No, I was saying that I want to be you when I grow up.
No, Ted, I'm trying to be you.
What's up, Mustang Chris? How you doing, baby?
Hey.
Hey.
I was in Ted stock all day today.
Which one?
What is it? SMCI or
Me
something?
too. Really? Me too.
Yes.
Nice.
Ted.
Ted, you got everybody on that damn side.
I was in it deep today.
Where are you really?
Talk to us about it. What happened?
I was in it 300 shares at a time.
No way.
Yes, that's how I made the 16 grand today so quickly.
Gosh.
Yes.
That's awesome.
You should have shaved off and kept, you know, some going overnight. Look at it, it's already up.
No.
I was so tempted to stay in that, Ted.
Ted, I played it, and I bought 10 more shares right at about 4:30. I played 10 more shares of it when it hit $1,000. I think it hit $1,000 then.
Oh, it did hit 1,000?
Yeah.
It did. It's up 1,000. $1,032 now.
Yeah. So
Jesus. If I
yeah.
didn't have to pay rent tomorrow, I would have stayed in that.
No, don't do that, Dawn. Don't do that. Don't do that. I keep telling you, don't play with bill money. How many times I
I
done
know.
told you about that?
Nate, I ain't got nothing else to play with.
It don't matter. Don't play with bill money.
Dawn, you were asking about what it's like to have a large account, and it's like right now you look at a bill like, son of a bitch, am I going to pay this thing?
Yeah.
That's that small account, but the big account, you sit down, grab every bill, and pay every one of them sons of bitches, and not even give two shit.
Yeah.
That's how it would be.
That is the goal.
Oh, and Dawn.
Or you let things ride on your credit card.
No, I was saying earlier, Nate, that it could have been a situation where I took Jen's check and put the whole thing in there, and I could have doubled it and changed my whole situation. But I didn't do it.
But it could have went the other way too.
That's why I didn't do it. That's exactly why I did not do it.
Because some of mine, and I'm gonna tell you that stock was very few downturns, very few.
Yeah.
And when it did downturn, it didn't go down very far. So I wouldn't really, I wasn't really freaking out about it. But it was $500-600 downturns. It could have been more if it was worse. But
I was in it from 9:38 this morning and didn't get out until after 3.
See, y'all be in these stocks too long. I don't see how y'all do that. Oh my God.
Yeah. See, but I can't do it like you yet because I don't have the account to jump in and out like that. So I gotta kind of sit in and ride it out.
Yeah, but even at that, I try not to be in stocks like that. If I got to be in a stock all day, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, okay, am I making $2 an hour or am I making $20 an hour? That's the way I look at it. I'm like, I'm gonna sit in here all day and make $30. You got to be kidding.
Well,
man.
Nate,
you'll get there. You'll get there.
It's interesting because I was thinking, okay, I did the math and I figured I was talking to Coach because he asked me, and I was just I am kind of like Jimmy. I don't like look the P&L too much, and I just know that well. But I told Coach that I'm on track to be $100,000 per month.
Right.
And it's funny because I'm just writing off the rest of the month of February. I still have 2 weeks left.
Right. Exactly.
So this, did you find that it was kind of exponential that you just kept on growing, or what's your take?
I was just interested as to whether or not I could get to that point, knowing that I still got 2 more weeks by Friday. I mean, it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
To get to $250,000, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You already did it.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't think I would.
So what's your new goal?
I don't know. I ain't really set one, Ted. I'm gonna see what the money is and
make it 300.
It could. It's possible. It's possible. I ain't gonna say it's not, but I don't know. I'm just trading on a different level right now, as far as I'm concerned. I'm just trading on a different way, and from where I'm usually at, I'm just trading on a different level. Just a whole entirely different.
What I think is interesting, Don was asking the question of what's changed. I think one of the things that's changing is I can take an L. I mean, I can take an L here and there, and it used to be, oh my God, I took an L. Oh my God, and it's like the recovery period is so much faster because you can just go, okay, how am I going to make this back up? And you find another stock, and later the L is gone. You're like, oh, what was I worried about?
Yeah, and that's what I'm finding out that happens to me a lot, because when I say, okay, I'm gonna take this L, and normally it's 50, 100, $200, and then like you say, I jump over in another stock that's the price range is double, and I'll jump in there, and I'm like, oh God, I'm back up even in 2 seconds.
That's the difference between trained and untrained.
Yeah,
exactly. I've done that on a smaller account level as well. Like I'll do something in SPY, and then I'll go over to like NVIDIA. You know what I mean? That's running that day, and get it right back, or vice versa. I may lose it on Apple and go and spy with my little $20 or whatever and do 10 of those and get it right back. Gilly does it all the time.
Yeah.
We just heard Gilly talk about the fact that he was down 2,600, or who did that, and then back up 23.
That's me, and that's in my journal. I need to quit with the bullshit of losing money and the rest of the day getting it back.
Or make those losses a lot smaller, right?
Right, because think about it. That 2,300 could have been a complete gain if the loss wasn't there.
Yeah, but the thing about it,
I think about that too.
Yeah, the good thing about it, you shouldn't take those kind of losses unless you got your mechanics down to the point where it really mentally it messes with you, but you still got your mechanics in place. So yeah, we talk about that every morning. Quit talking about all this other crap, shorting a stock and all that mess, and you operating with a $500 account. Why are you worrying about stuff like that? That's crazy. Work on your mechanic. I'm the kind of guy, I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Don't talk about that, because that's not gonna get you where you need to be. It's a temporary situation. You're gonna mess around and make it worse for yourself. Now you're gonna talk shit about shorting because you got your head
I just want to go on
off.
record for saying, because I said I had a $500 account. He's not talking about me.
Yeah.
I just want to go, because that's something I can honestly say I will never do. I am not going to ever shorten a stock. I've seen the horror stories. You can make a lot of money at it, but that's just not something I would ever want to do.
Yeah, but the thing about it, why would you even do it if you don't have your mechanics down on the other side? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's
it
crazy.
Really is.
Don, I want you to be more on in the money trades.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Ted? I've got to find a little set of stocks to do that.
Yeah.
With. You're right.
That just scares the shit out of me, knowing what I know and knowing what we all know. That yes. But who knows what could happen today? And we've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Ed comes out and says something, and by the way, we saw the stocks do that today, right? SMCI was not smooth sailing right away.
No, it wasn't.
It did its initial chop, and that probably gave you a little bit of heart attack.
It did initially, yeah. But I'm kind of.
What if that was what
I would have gotten out. Okay. Yeah. And in fact, I was in it twice, to be honest with you. I got in a put in it. Remember when it was going down? I did get in a put, but I got in it a little bit too late, and it started reversing on me, and I got out. So I don't sit in losing trades anymore. That's the one thing. If I can say I picked up from Nate very well, especially here lately, I don't sit in losing trades. I'm out.
But Don, them things was high, wasn't it? Them contracts.
Nate, I went out to why the hell do I keep saying SMCI? I think it was ARM.
No, you were ARM.
Yeah, I was in ARM.
Yeah.
It was at $121, and I went out to a 210 strike.
Okay.
And it was a $94 call. And I made $247 off of it, or I cashed it out at $247. So I did okay,
Right.
It's like 150%, but still, I need to be playing, to Ted's point, I need to be playing Soxals and CCLs, and if I'm going to ride those things, I can get many more contracts and have a better day.
Yeah.
Right.
Soxal, given what AMD and NVIDIA was doing, Soxal probably wasn't a very pleasant place to be today either.
Yeah.
Y'all notice I ain't been in options in weeks.
I know, because you've been killing it with the shares.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play it.
The hotkeys allow you to play shares like people play options. That hotkey is giving you the gamma that you would have in the options.
Well, Don, that's the funny thing. This morning, started to tell you this. Remember, I was having the FOMO of not being in SMCI, so I did buy it overnight when it was at 3%. Assuming it was going to go up maybe 1 or 2%, and at least I'd get something out of it.
Yeah.
So I got in for that, and then it did that spiky thing on the first red candle that it came down, but found support. I bought an option there, and between the two of them, I made $11,000, and I didn't even hold it overnight. So there are ways that by the way, the shares alone went up 8%.
Right.
Wow.
By the end of the day. So there are ways you can make the money off the shares. I'll say that, Nate. You can make a lot more money off the options.
Yeah.
I was in SMCI today. I was up $50 and I ended up staying in that. I did stay in that too long at the end of the day and ended up negative $17 on it. But the arm made up for it. But I sat in both of those trades all day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
The Diamond Hands Don. That's what we're gonna call you. We'll call you Diamond
DHD.
Diamond Don.
Diamond Dawn. Ding ding.
Yeah, but you know what, Ted? I got to be in and out of them stocks. I like scalping, and I can't be in them like y'all in them things all day.
I like that.
can't do
I
it.
love that though.
And
I
speaking
love
of losses,
that. I want to do that.
I was in for a couple losses this morning, Nate, and I'm not ready. I don't think for the big the trades that you do. But when Coach came in and we were all kind of joshing around with Josh,
right?
Oh, I had fun with that. I had fun.
Oh, that was funny.
That was funny. That's funny as hell.
It behaved so perfectly. It dipped down. I was like, okay, bing, 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 buy, 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 buy. Then it went up and I went sell, 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 sell. That was the first time that I felt like I had the mechanics down in such a way that it just worked really well.
I've got to set up on my phone.
Well,
See, I gotta. You know what, Nate? I gotta do what I did before. I gotta put $100 over in Weevil, and use those hotkeys and just get back to them hot stock picks, man.
I don't know why you be messing with that Robin Hood anyway.
Yeah. Oh my God. And it's so funny. Whenever she complains about it, everybody's like,
"Why do you stay in it?"
Yeah, it's like the bad husband or spouse.
Right.
Oh,
right.
They're good to me. No, they're not.
They gave me a debit card.
What you find is that you were in a marriage of convenience.
Yeah.
But
I had it right. I had it where I was only, I had no bill money attached to it. I had put $100 over Weevil and turned it into $300, and then started doing some stupid plays and took it down to like $11, and I haven't put money back over there since. But I held on to that 100 and grew it over the course of a month, taking my time and doing the right thing. And then I did the dumb thing and started going in heavier and blew it up.
Well, I play like I don't have no money in mine every day.
Yeah.
I don't care what's in there.
You still keep your account at 25, or are you at 125?
Oh, you ought to see it now. Dawn, you know what? I'm eating a piece of pie. You know what it's at now?
Pie.
You know what's in my account now?
What?
Almost 200 grand.
That's a lot.
Nice. They gave you the money finally?
Yep.
You gonna roll with that for a while and leave it in there?
No, I'm gonna take it out.
He ain't leaving that.
That's a hell of a lot of dry powder there.
I'm not doing that.
We're gonna bring it and wonder if that was Nate.
I'm gonna bring it down to my my margin, and that's where it's going. It's the rest coming out. That's it.
Yep. That's a new house.
Yep.
That's another piece of land and a house. What kind of pie?
Little old apple pie. Little old one of them little ones. Enough to make you mad.
I'm pretty sure Coach even said this at one point in time, but that kind of money is just two middle fingers in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I really like it.
It's so hard for me to piece together, starting from where I am, that I can get to that point. But I know it's going to be, it's so hard. And I know you guys down there in the chat can identify with me. To get to that, you've got to start with $1.
Yeah.
You've got to literally get your mind around only making a couple of dollars a day initially. And it's like this is the whole part of the managing the emotions thing and the FOMO thing. It's like, yeah, but I want the big money. You're not going to get the big money. Get over it. Get used to it and get happy with making a few dollars a day and get good at doing that. You know, and I hear myself say it, and yet I fall victim to the FOMO every freaking day anyway. The managing of the emotions is the best thing you could do for yourself. I don't care what you got to listen to. I'm going to try to listen to that Inner Game of Tennis that I've heard you say a gazillion times, and I keep having it in my bucket list to listen to that. But, you know, I've heard Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. I've heard Rich Dad Poor Dad. I've heard Think and Grow Rich. I've heard all those books that teach. I'm there. But the whole managing of trading in the zone, but the whole actually doing it in a trade, that is the hardest part. It's not the mechanics, it's not the technique, it's not the strategy, it's the emotions.
Dawn, write this number down. You ready?
Yeah.
524, comma 000.
Okay.
That's where I am this month with all my investments in the stocks.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
Old now. Yeah. He's old now.
Gee, you think you're gonna make $5 million this year, Nate?
Yeah, you think I want you all to know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Tell
crazy.
me you're gonna hit $5 million without telling me you're gonna hit $5 million, like within the next couple of months.
You set goals that are way too easy for you, Nate.
No, that's with the house project and all that. You know,
Oh, okay.
That's the total. That's the total with everything.
Oh my God, I need a house project.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, Nate, be careful. You know Ted's got the single white female syndrome.
Yeah.
Great thing is,
Ted is there. He just don't know it. He's just not mentally there, but he's there.
oh, I'm totally mentally there.
He is, because he's trading like he is.
Yeah.
That's why I asked him the question. I was like, how does it feel to be in that headspace that you're in right now? That's got to feel good. It's got to feel stress-free and free, period.
Well, I'm starting to think about doing some long-term stuff that I never thought about before. It's just a different feeling. It's you know, it is what it is. I don't get excited about it, but it is what it is.
They're not doing anything.
Exactly.
The money's just sitting there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let it earn some money, man. Like without even having to mess with it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. I ain't doing bad. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep, without it. And here's the thing with it. Oh my God, that's just money hand over fist. Money.
Yeah, it's just a blessing. That's all I can say.
how we make money, hand over fist.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, it's a privilege to be able to talk to you guys and pick your brains and just get inside of there, because that puts me in that headspace. That puts me in the space that could be me. You know, but I do realize that I've got to start from where I'm at in my lane and do that well before I can get to that point. So,
yeah.
Name another occupation where you can do this shit. A dream.
You can.
Exactly. That's my thing. Yes.
I'm never fucking leaving, man. This
Me
is the
either,
only
Billy.
way you're getting them big
Either,
goals.
dude.
I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
Me either.
One of
I'm
the things-
totally stoked.
Nate, one of the things that I think is really enlightening, you know, having met you and having met Jimmy, and I think it kind of came up today about somebody was insisting that you cannot do this without technical analysis. I think that you can do this without
He does it without a chart.
Yeah.
The thing is,
You can. It helps. It helps.
it helps, but what
I
I'm saying
guess
is
it helps. I
overanalysis,
don't know.
paralysis ourselves.
Yeah.
I love you, Gilly.
Yeah.
What did Gilly say?
He said Nate does it without a chart.
Yeah.
It does. You know, the great thing is, Don, we were talking about the great thing about ADT, right? Is there's a community of people that we have at ADT. Well, guess what? There's an even bigger community outside of ADT that are creating the lines of support and resistance for Nate.
Yep.
He doesn't have to think about it.
I don't know about that.
Doing it for him.
Yeah, someone else is doing all the
Once
work.
I saw the genius of that, I'm like, I'm going to be like Nate. Because
We're all thinking that.
Because if you're sitting there caught up in support and resistance lines that may or may not be true for the trade that you're in, by the way, because just because you drew it out and last week it was a support and resistance line doesn't mean
it is going to be
that way
today.
this week. And what we know about L2 is the facts are right in front of your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's disabuse ourselves of over analyzing and start to get into the rhythm of a good trade. If you take EWO and you take the principles that Nate teaches with the L2, you've got the foundation for making some money. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing the light. I've got to create two TEDs, right? The pre-market TED, which is keep my filthy hand all over that mouse because it's going to change any second and I need to get out of that trade.
Mm-hmm.
To the EWO TED, which is keep my filthy hands off the mouse. And once I realize and I'm able to change that channel, it's the easiest thing in the world.
One of the chapters in Secrets of a Millionaire Mind is poor people think, oh, I've got to have this or I can't have that. Rich people think, why think either or?
Right.
Be both. You
There you
can
go.
scalp and do EWO. Not at the same time, but why not do both strategies? Why not master both strategies and have that in your arsenal?
And if I can offer one more thing, and I'm sorry I'm getting on a soapbox, but I feel really passionate about it. Coach has given us some great foundations.
Mm-hmm.
And when Coach goes off, I'm hearing a lot of extra addendums to Coach's theories. You know, when you should do it, what you should be looking for. It's nothing like Coach teaches.
Right.
Do you hear the opinions that are being spouted out post 10 or what would be 8 o'clock in the morning? Think about it. Next time somebody offers their opinion, ask yourself, what would Coach do or what would Nate do? And I think your answer is going to be really, really clear. There's a lot of opinions that are being espoused that are not canon. Let's just call it canon.
Yeah.
Right? If I'm lying, I'm dying. But I tell you what, sometimes I have to put the mute button on because we'll get the pontificators on there, and they're talking about things that Coach never talked about.
Right. Yeah, that bothers me too, Ted, because I think about that and I be like, wait a minute, he didn't teach us that. I didn't learn that. I mean, I don't know if that will work for anybody. But I don't know. Everybody's got opinion. So.
Yeah, and it's good. I want people that are new to remember that you're going to do your best when you strip away the white noise and you focus in on the basics. And the basics are what Coach teaches, and the basics are what I think I'm most successful at implementing when I'm doing it the right way instead of Ted's little addendum.
Are you talking about the dissertations that we get sometimes?
Yeah. Think about it, Dawn.
Okay.
Think about this, Dawn. Think about this, Dawn. Remember, I made the comment about why didn't Coach tell me about those turbo keys earlier?
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. I was not ready. But when he told me about those keys, and I saw it immediately because at that time I was ready. I said, okay, I can no longer hide down in the bushes now, in the weeds. I can get in on the buyer side, on the seller side, and just chew them up.
Triggers right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when he showed me that, I was like, oh my God, this remember I said it? I said, oh my God, this gonna change my trading game. This is stupid.
Ready for
Hmm.
battle.
Yeah, yeah. But he told me when I was ready. And that's the only thing I can contribute that to because he could have easily put it out there. Nobody knew. As long as we've been trading Webull, Ted, nobody ever told us about the Turbo Trader keys. Nobody. Nobody even said anything about using them.
Well,
When
the
I,
Turbo
I
Tree, that's a
yeah,
new, that's new.
yeah,
That came in a little bit later, right?
exactly. Because everybody was saying, Coach is so fast. He getting in and he get in these things and get out. He was using them keys. I was like,
Well,
oh
and
my
he can
God.
navigate 10 different things
Yeah,
damn
but
near as
it,
fast as Turbo Trader. He's just been using
yeah,
a mouse in his hand since he was like 2 years old.
yeah,
He's a, he's
yeah,
a walking Turbo Trader.
yeah. And I agree with you, but the thing about it, we
I
are
can't
his
do that.
yeah, but we are his students, and he don't want us coming to the front of the class until we ready to come to the front of the class. You follow me?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
So,
yeah, and when I asked
so
him that,
Christina needs to be let in.
yeah, I didn't
Huh?
know what he was gonna say. I did
This
not
one didn't
know
make a noise.
what he was gonna say. I said, "Well, Coach, how are you getting in and out of them trades so quick?" He said, "Oh, let me show you." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, Nate, that might be some. I'd love to review that maybe Monday for the
uh,
impromptu session. I don't know what time we're doing that, but that
okay.
might be a good thing for you to go over.
I gotta let my
Yeah, yeah. It freaked me out, Ted. I'm like, "Oh my God, he's gonna show me what he's doing."
Hey,
Whew.
girl. Hey.
Hey girl, hey, what's going
What's
on?
going on?
Not much, just
Just
hanging out.
chilling.
So,
Just
but
chilling,
but
talking to
Just
these
dealing with
yeah,
the
crazy
villain.
dudes.
I just thought that was interesting that that he exposed
What
us to
impromptu
that.
meeting?
No, we talking about Monday. We talking about Monday. The market
Oh
gonna be
yeah, yeah,
closed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Market's
yeah,
closed.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we're gonna hang out, right?
yeah. Well, we
Right.
can hang
Monday?
out,
Yeah.
talk about some stuff, talk about some, what we doing, and how we can get better, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
That'll be so
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Like just they'll probably leave a Zoom up for us, right?
Most likely. Yeah.
Isn't that Zoom up all the time anyway? Or is it? I don't know.
I don't
No,
think the regular one is, but I think the
it's not.
VIP gold.
Oh, because I know Ralph is out there at like
I mean the
midnight.
VIP is.
I don't know.
But
And
I, but
and
I
Fast is
just
be out
thought
there
that
dancing.
was, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. That I've been in here the whole time and I never got exposed to that. And actually I'm the kind of guy, if he don't tell me, I never looked that way. I never knew what they
Right.
were anyway. So I just never ventured in over there. Mark Mancini, he'll go over there and check it out. He'll push a couple buttons. You know how Mark is. He want to find out everything. But I'm not that type guy. So I'm a slow walker. You got to slow walk me into that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, you are
Yeah.
certainly using them now. It's
oh my
kind of like
God.
you waiting in the weeds. It's kind of like you learned that technique, and then
Right.
it was like, okay, now guess what? Because now the fact that listen, you mastered the L2,
Right.
right? So you could see how the universe stepped you through that. You mastered the L2. Now, guess what you get to do?
Yep.
Because you're so used to staring at it and seeing what's what. Now you're able to do it at lightning speed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
Oh
to
yeah.
your point, it exposed it to you when you were ready for that.
Hey
And
Nate.
learning L2 was what you had to learn.
You're
Hey,
right.
hey Nate, do you ever just those keys? They're so right there. Do you ever just on accident get nervous and hit one on accident? Because that's probably what I do.
No, no,
Whoops,
no,
I
no,
hit it
no,
straight on accident.
no. I never do that, Christine.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
good.
No. And it's not that I can't. It's not that it can't be done. It's just
Right.
that I work on, controlling my
Yeah.
trades all the time, all the
Yeah.
time.
Because I've
Yeah.
done it on accident, was just with my mouse, just sitting there, and then all of a sudden something, and not because I was nervous and I pressed it, just something happened, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden I'm like, oh shit, I don't know, and I sold. I'm like,
Uh-uh.
damn it.
No. Yeah. You know
Doing
what?
the trade.
I'm not a perfectionist or anything like that, but I know this game it requires us to work on our mechanics.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time with Nate. I spent a lot of time making sure that I make good quality trades, that, I lose as little money as possible. And I ain't talking about I ain't talking about tallying it up. I'm talking about in a trade.
Right,
I
right.
work on lose as little as I possibly can. And if I do, it's always something that I just went back to trading raggedy. And I would, like this morning, I quickly corrected. Y'all heard me. I was holding them stocks too long, and I said, "Why am I doing that? Let me straighten that up right now. Let me get off of that, because this is crazy." So, but I
Well,
think you
you're an
have to do
inspiration,
that.
Nate.
So I tell you,
Your mornings are fantastic.
yeah, we you know what? I hope everybody gets something out of it. I wish we had more people in trades. Even if you have to take a small trade, at least get in. Like I was telling the guy this morning, he was talking about, he gets in the trade and he's had like 4 or 5 losing trades within hours of each other. And then he does good on paper trading. And like I told him this morning, I said, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you paper trade 4 days a week and then make one trade 1 day a week? Do that and see how you feel about it. And just write down how you felt, because it's all emotional. It really is. It's emotional. Yeah, it really is. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I do like about the
What?
turbo keys. This the part here gonna freak you out, Ted. The turbo keys will not show me how much money I got invested in the trade. Did you know that?
Right.
Yeah, I love it because it don't freak me out. I
You're
just
just
make,
working.
I was
yeah,
gonna
I
say with
just
your
make,
trades, that's a good thing because that would be freaked out. I'd be freaked out seeing that amount.
no,
Yeah,
I just make the trade.
yeah,
When I
it's
see the
good.
L2, it opens up to me and I know I can get in that trade and do well. I just make the trade. I don't think about how much money I done spent in that trade. Yep.
Good. That's good.
Because it
Kimberly
don't show.
Wright, whoever you are, thank you. I
Yep.
appreciate you.
So that might work for you, Ted, if you got a FOMO on getting into the larger trades.
No, I
Trading.
was telling Don that's what I do.
Yeah.
I remember Jimmy used to have the post-it
Yep.
notes. Um, obviously I'm using TradingView to view, what a stock is doing. Once I'm in, I'm not in my Fidelity account
All right.
watching it go up and down. I'm watching the trade as it's going up, and I see, okay, this is where I'm going to get out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I go in and I close it out, and I'm like, oh wow, I made a good
Yeah,
good coin there.
working.
Yeah.
And that's just the EWO. I mean, I see Chris. I don't know what he was recommending, but if he's recommending the EWO
Mm-hmm.
strategy and he's up 350%, that's great.
Yeah.
We really have some great tools that Coach teaches us to help us be just a lot more consistent
Yeah.
in our
Right.
trades. And if we just follow the rules, know when you're scalping, know when you're in the EWO. If we just kind of stick to those
That's
videos
wild.
that coach,
I
Right.
can't
um,
believe there was a time I didn't know the difference. You know that? They are so totally different strategies. And it's like, I can't believe I got those mixed up. It's
Right.
like now it seems so elementary because I know so well what one is versus the other. I'm like, how the hell did I mix those
I can't
up?
believe I didn't know how to do it. Like
or
it's
when you're in
Yeah.
a
you know
2-minute
like
EWO and
that's
you're
simple.
waiting for that second, you're waiting for the first candle because you know it's going to happen sooner or later. No, it isn't. It may never happen.
Right.
So just don't be in that world of trying to switch between the different
Yeah.
ways of trading.
Right.
That's the
Which
Yeah. You
fundamentals
can't you
are
can't
there.
switch it. It
which
doesn't work when you
which
switch it. I mean, some people
which
do
which
switch it
It's
when
a
they're in
different
it.
mentality.
I
It's a
can't do
different
that.
mentality required for the two
Yeah.
different types of
Totally
styles.
different. So much more
with
laid
Ted.
back when you're in the 2 minute, and it's
Well,
more
Ted,
feel in
that's
and
what took
you're
so
on.
why it took so long for Weeble to put that money in my account, right?
They didn't have it.
They were
No.
holding it.
Yeah. I
They
They're
made
Yep.
some
making
overtrade.
money
interest.
off of
I,
you.
I overtraded the account.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That's what
overtraded
they
the
say. They
account.
just needed it for a minute so they could hold some interest.
Well,
So yeah, we'll just
I don't care what they say. It fascinated me that I just overtraded that account and never thought about it. I just kept trading. I never thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness you made the money you made, right?
oh
Oh
did,
yeah.
did they what do they call it? Free ride? Is that what it's? Did they call it a free ride?
Free ride or
Well,
Off of Nate.
free ride
well,
violation
no. I never got a pop up window or
or a margin
anything.
call or something.
Okay.
But I asked them how do they determine who gets to do that, and they say they look at your pattern of trading, how you trade, and they will give you that leeway to do it. So, but they need 3 to 5 business days before they put all the money back in your account. So they clear it as the stock clears, as your trades clear.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's in there today. So I'm cool, but I just found that fascinating. I always said I was going to trade the whole account, and I did it by accident. I didn't even know I did it. And it
Well,
was on that.
But you made 100K off of it,
Yeah,
so you
what
did
was the
damn
name of
well.
that stock? What was the name of that stock? It
That was
was on.
ARM, wasn't it?
It was ARM and something else I was in.
SMCI.
SMCI, I think.
No. That was
No?
today.
Oh.
No. Was it DTSS or something like
That
that?
I think
DTSS
it
one, or
was. I think
DTTS,
it
Yeah.
whatever it is.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I overtraded the whole account. So it happens. So I told him I appreciate y'all letting me do that because I would have been mad knowing that the stock was still climbing and y'all would have held my progress up over that.
well, it's
Wow.
just
They must be fascinated with your account. Like,
it's amazing
They got
when
a few.
Nate is silent. You know that he's in a big trade.
Yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
we're hearing the
he mutes us
conversation.
and everything. He gets silent for a little while.
Yeah, I
Just
block everything because it's too much. It's too
That's
much
it.
chatter be going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to when you got to concentrate like that.
Yeah,
It
too
is too
much.
much. I even mute
Yeah.
everybody sometimes.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah,
And
I've
it's
done it.
Mm-hmm.
and it's nothing against anybody. It's just sometimes I have to take my headset off and lay it down because it's right in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have to take it off, and I'm like, oh Lord, I can't deal with this. I'm in this thing with $10,000 a trade. Come
You
on.
get overstimulated. You
Yeah.
got too much going on at one
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I've got a really important question for you, Nate.
What's that?
What was the flavor of pie that you were eating?
We
Oh,
already know.
that was a little apple pie.
Apple
Apple
pie? I'm making
Yeah.
apple pie today, actually. I just
Yeah.
bought the stuff to do it.
A little
You
old
didn't hear
pie.
me ask him that earlier, Ted?
Ted, you ever go in the grocery store and get them little old pies? They ain't big as a 50-cent piece.
Those little table talk pies?
I don't know about no tabletop. They
Yeah,
fit
they're
in a
little
I
bowl.
ones
like
in the
the little
box.
pecan ones like that.
I do know one thing. McDonald's hot apple pie, people kill each other over them things.
No, they were better
Well,
when
it
they
wasn't
deep
too
fried
much
them.
bigger
They
than
make them
that.
now.
It
They used
was
to deep
not too
fry them,
much
and
bigger than
those
that.
were the shit. I mean, oh my god, I could.
They still
I
are.
never had
They
one
just
of
bake them
those.
now. They're still good. Yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
That's all I'll
I
eat.
never heard of that before. Donald's apple pie?
Hot apple pie. Oh, people lose their minds over
McDonald's.
Oh
it. They don't
yeah.
have
Oh,
any. They
McDonald's.
burn the place
I
to the
didn't hear.
ground.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
Mick part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
used
was.
to have them. They used to have them
Jen
2
and
for
I
a
were
dollar
talking
one
about
time.
them. We
Yeah.
were just talking about them yesterday. How they used to deep fry them and now they bake them,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not
Yeah.
quite the same.
Yeah.
But
Go
they're
get
still
it.
good.
An Oreo McFlurry and a hot apple pie from McDonald's. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Oh my God, you've got a thing.
Hey,
Don,
guess
do you
what
remember the
happened to
great?
me today?
What
I
happened
had
to you?
somebody call me today wanting to sell me some indicators that's got a algo in it or something, and
Algorithm.
Oh my
something
God,
that got
Lux
was.
Algo, was it Lux Algo?
I don't know who it was, Don. He was trying to explain it to me, and I
Stocks to
told him
trade,
I
probably.
was.
They're one of them.
What he told me. He said something about it helps you do something with your trades,
It's
your
probably
interest.
Lux Algo
Yeah, it could
because
have been.
they
You
do.
help them push their product.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
there's a
told him.
couple
I said,
of
"Well, I
those
don't really need
guys
that, to be honest with you."
Yeah, doing just fine.
I said, I'm doing fine. I don't need
I don't
that.
need
You getting
that.
ready to compliment.
Nate,
Now I got to
oh my
learn
God.
something new. I said, nah, I ain't interested. I ain't interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
You
know
want
about
to learn
you.
a whole bunch of
Word is
complicated
out.
shit, Nate?
Word is out. They know
Oh, he
about you.
wanted to call me back
Yeah.
and see when he
Mhm.
can get me in front
Yeah,
of my
they're offering you
computer.
an
Yeah.
influencer type deal.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
crazy.
Pretty soon Nate will
Hey
be on.
Don,
He'll have his own commercial
No, I
with his
ain't.
Crustable.
Yeah.
Christina, you don't know me like that. I don't do
I'm just
that.
let's
playing.
show the
Yeah.
Apple activity in the afternoon. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What, you
I
have
that's
it?
who?
Oh, I can put it up if you want.
Okay.
I'm still watching coin go up.
What's it at now?
Coin
Is it
still
way up?
going
Is it
up?
still going up?
It was like
188.
177.
Needs to close
188.
over 200, but we'll see.
Mm.
I want to get in that.
My strike was 190. I'm happy. I'm making money no matter what. It's just a matter of how much.
Oh yeah, look at that.
It'll probably maybe it'll go down in the morning so
It's
everybody can get in and
okay. That
drive it
looks
up
like a
again.
hummingbird. Ted, what have you done to me?
Y'all in these characters.
What?
It looks like a
The
damn
Apple,
hummingbird.
are you doing it?
What
I
you guys
can.
doing?
Hold up. Yeah, I'll do it because you got to see this damn hummingbird. That
Ted,
is coin.
when after Monday we need to talk about this other thing. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Tell me
smart.
that's not a hummingbird.
Hummingbird, don't fly away. Fly away. Wait, I'm not in your window
I
here.
don't
Hold
know.
on.
Everybody will tell you the right stuff on that, Nate. The diversify, but
Well, I think it's a swordfish.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that
I think it's an alligator.
with a.
Oh my God,
With a
look how it's going up though. That's nice.
yeah,
That's nice.
but it's consolidating like crazy right here.
I don't see an animal at all on this.
Are you kidding
You
me?
guys,
So
You could even go dolphin with it.
Yes.
So
Or look at it's a big alligator. The mouth is wide open, and there's those are the that and that. Those
Oh,
are the
I
teeth.
see that.
See?
I
I
see
see
that
that
right
you
here.
drew two giant wings on the back. Now I see a hummingbird.
And that's his head, right?
Yeah, all right.
This whole thing is
So
the alligator head. That whole thing is the
so
alligator's head.
Ted.
I
And his
see
mouth's
it.
Oh,
wide
wait a
I
open.
minute.
see
Wait
that.
a minute. You want to know what I see?
What?
What?
I see. You gotta relax your mind a little bit. I see an elephant's trunk in the middle where the black is kissing
What the
an
hell?
elephant leg.
Kissing what?
Do you see it?
Kissing
Seeing
what?
what?
So think of the gray. Think of the green as now the background,
Yeah.
and there's like an elephant's snout kind of reaching out, kissing a hoof of some sort.
Yeah, that looks like a
Okay, I
horse
don't see
though,
that at all.
not an elephant. A horse,
Hey,
maybe.
hey, Ted, let me ask you something. Ted.
What drugs am I on?
That was my question.
And will you share them?
So Ted, how much I gotta invest to pay for my my toy I want to get?
Oh.
Oh, you want to get one of those Apple goggles?
No. The real
Oh,
toy.
that,
The real toy that I want. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
What's
Vroom
the price
vroom.
of the toy?
Huh?
the Bentley?
What's the
Yes.
price of the
Yeah.
toy?
I just want to lease it.
Oh, I have a buddy that's trying to sell his.
No.
Of course, here.
I don't want to own it. I just want to lease it. I don't want to
You
own
use
them because
money.
they.
You don't even need to use margin. You can use your own money too. That's
Oh my God, I'm a
a piece of
charter.
cake, Nate.
Look at my
Huh?
Apple chart, Ted.
With your account, that'll be a piece of cake.
I'm a charter.
Look,
I want to make.
I
I want to
saw
make the.
Mitch.
I want to make the investment pay for it. It's gonna be about $2,000 a month.
Look at those lines.
I used to think
Um,
they were crazy, and now I've got the same shit going on my chart.
You want to lease it, Nate?
Yeah, that's all. $2,000 a month.
in one of them that I was looking at a while back when they were paying
That might take some 2 days.
$50,000 would pay $2,800 a month.
How much?
$50,000 was paying $2,800 a month.
That's
Oh
my
my
rent.
God! Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
that's what I'm thinking. And
Oh, are you thinking
I
about
have to
doing
live
like
in it because that's
a
my rent now.
a special
Hold on, Chris.
account that
Yeah,
Christine.
yes.
Christine.
Yeah.
And, you,
Hold that argument. Hold that down. Hold on
and
for a minute.
that's a small number to you, man. You don't need
Yeah.
Sorry.
you don't
Yeah.
need
you
to
want
throw
something to pay
marketing.
the dividends. That's a really good idea.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Ted.
So figure in
Ted,
your short-term.
You got 50,000 ought to do it.
What do you want me to
I'm
hold on to, Nate?
Ted, if we can make that happen, guess whose name I'm gonna put on the plate?
Ted.
Ted.
Oh,
Totally make that happen. Because I have a $50,000 account and it pays between $2,000 and $2,500 every month.
Oh shit.
Mm.
Ted.
and figure out your short-term capital gains. You could talk to your
You know what? Yeah, you might want
whoever
to.
you got about that.
Yeah, you said the short-term capital gains. You'll be taxed. So you should probably make it more like $70,000 because you're going to want to keep some money aside for the taxes.
I got you.
And if the market does go down, you have plenty of money to dollar cost average into that, and you'd be sitting good, man.
All right. We need
What you
to
want me
talk
to hold
about
on to, Nate?
That's a really good idea.
But yeah, 50 grand to make you 2,800 if you know where to put it.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm not
$1,000 house with 50 grand.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the short-term gains. I'm not worried about that. Because I'm still making money every day.
Yeah, just
so
let it
I'm not worried
marinate.
about that.
Let it
Yeah.
marinate.
Yeah.
I like that. I was just in Vegas and you go to the table and you have some winnings. There's nothing wrong with taking that stack, one of your stacks, and just putting it in your pocket.
That's right.
And then psychologically, it's not there, but you have your winnings, and you're not,
Separate pocket.
dipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do.
I did that when I was 19 years old once. I was in Atlantic City, and that big wheel they spin around, and you can lay your chip on whether you think it's going to hit $1 or the $2 bill.
Red or black or whatever. Yeah.
No, not that one.
Not that one?
Not the roulette. The wheel that's standing up, straight up and down. And they spin it.
Yeah.
And you can lay your chips on either $1 or $5 or $20. I sat there and I turned $20 into $200 doing that same thing, just putting it in my pocket, forgetting about it. At 19, I had the mentality to do that. So I'm like, okay.
Dom, when I was walking out, I was on my way to the airport. I had $125 worth of chips, and I realized $125 worth of chips. I have 5 kids. I'm going to the roulette table, and I'm going to bet on each and every one of their birthdays.
Oh, wow.
It won, and it paid off. It was like a $900.
Wow.
And so I brought that home, and I'm going to give them to the kids.
That's awesome.
They earned it.
Right?
So Ted, let me ask you this. How do we get the money in the account?
It's just as simple as, you could have it in your Webull account, for instance.
Just buy the shares.
You just buy the shares, and it's there, and they'll pay you the dividends.
And with the right, spreading it around, to put something in your brain, 50,000, expect 2,500. So if you're going to do increments of 50,000, there you go. You're doing 200,000. You're looking at
that's per month too, isn't it?
10 grand a month.
Right. Okay.
I really like that.
But I can load up at any time, right?
Yes, and that's low and conservative. We're at a peak of a market. I'm waiting for a bear market, but it may not happen. But you need to know what to do.
I think it's going to happen. I think so.
Well, and then you should know that it's probably not going to be as good of a payoff in a bear market, right? And you might have to change your strategy, but for the time being,
get it while it's there.
Yeah,
you can always take it out. You're never going to lose it all. You know what you're doing. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty easy street. You'll be fine.
No, I've got it to do it. I don't have no problem.
Nate, what you could do is you can fund yourself if you have a shortfall.
And if people want to know what we're talking about, you need to join the VIP of American Dream Trading right away.
Yep.
Without.
Yep.
It'll change your world.
Oh yeah. Good money.
Money like you never saw before.
Guaranteed on that one too.
Rather than just playing with.
Well, I agree with Gilly. Diversification. We can talk about that, Nate.
Absolutely. That's a very good conversation.
Diversify. But speaking of which, there's a stock that went public today that has a derivative that you're going to want to be in.
Well, do tell.
Talking in code, but think about what was announced today and which one has gone up the most.
Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Okay.
Ted. I don't know.
Yeah, some idiot kept calling me. Boy, I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was gone for a minute.
Okay, we'll talk about this. We've got time.
Yeah.
Dude,
Talk to us tomorrow morning.
The end of the month is your deadline.
Okay. No, we're gonna
Yeah,
do
you
it.
just
We
got to
gonna-
be mindful of the deadlines and the
2 days
declaration
before,
dates and all
right?
of
As
that.
long as you're settled 2 days before or something. Trade.
Yeah. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
they'll
it in
go
more
over the
detail.
details.
Let's skip to something else now.
Okay, the fact that looks like a seahorse.
So that's Apple, but
It
that's
does look
after
like a
the,
seahorse. I see that. I could go
is that in
look
the
at some clouds.
aftermarket, Don?
It is.
So scroll to today. Let's just review kind of how it behaved today, because this was one of those things. This is 2 days in a row, guys. Keep this in mind if it does it again tomorrow.
That is an alligator. Look, he's eating right now. His mouth was opening.
Stop it, Christina.
Did you see it?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off this thing. I'm gonna get ready for this game. The game getting ready to come on, so I'm gonna watch it.
What game is that?
South Carolina undefeated girls. They play tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what. You want to know something? I love Caitlin Clark.
Oh, she got beat
but
down the
she's
other day.
overrated.
She got beat. She plays tonight too. At 7.
But it just proves to you that it takes a team.
Yep.
And this is ADT right here.
Yeah.
It takes a team, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Sorry, I got a phone call that thing I was dealing with. So that
Okay.
person.
All
so I
right,
gotta
thanks
go.
for hanging out, babe.
Thank you. I'll
Yep.
see you guys in the morning.
Later.
Yeah.
Good night.
See ya.
Yeah, you're right, Ted. She I think she
She's a
had
great
8
star
points.
player.
Yeah, she had 8 points, and she needed the team to rally, and they couldn't rally.
Oh, wait, is it USC versus Clemson?
No, I think they play Tennessee tonight.
Oh, okay.
The girls now. Yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe we had a Clemson Tiger
No.
USC because we should put some money on that maybe.
Yeah, Caitlin plays tonight too. I think their game started at 7:30.
Yeah.
So
I can't.
Oh,
yeah.
When's Purdue's next game? Purdue's men's.
I don't know. Carolina
That's
men.
mine.
The Carolina men is doing good.
Oh, yeah, my game's on at 5:30.
Yeah.
Minnesota at Purdue.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Purdue's number 2 in the nation for the men. For those of you keeping score.
Yeah.
Wow.
Soundhound has recovered, guys.
Has it?
What?
Yeah, how ugly it got before, it's back up over. Well, it's back up to where it was almost at closing market.
I was looking at the news on Coin. They had to redo all their numbers. Sorry, we told you all the wrong shit. And
Yeah, I
now
remember that.
70-year-old analysts saying, just a puff of smoke. And there's all kinds of crap. They just hate. And like crypto is a big transformation in stock market. And
You've been getting a lot of that lately. Yesterday, who was the one that reported the insanely good numbers, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, he added a 0.
yeah, someone needs shot, not fired.
He was fired. I forget the company. I wasn't in on it.
What was that?
Taken out back and beat with a hose. And
Yeah, he quit. He quit, didn't he? Didn't he quit?
Oh, I thought he was
No,
fired.
I think he got fired.
He could have. That's the
That's what I
same
read.
thing. I'm
Oh,
pretty
what
sure
the
it's
hell
the
was
same
that?
thing.
Bar
Oh, it was
open
the
stock would be better.
wasn't it the Lyft, LYFT?
Oh, man.
I think it was.
Not sure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
they
sure.
reported that it was Lyft. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, he was fired.
Yeah, that would get you fired. That would get you fired.
did he make
But
before he left? Bastard.
Cheap bastard.
do
Guys,
you think that there might be a lawsuit associated with that, though?
there could be, because there could, I mean, look at the repercussions that of putting the wrong numbers out. I mean,
Lawsuits for 7 years.
yeah,
All right.
I could see that. That's probably why they fired him. They didn't want to be associated. So they did their due diligence so that they're not held liable.
Yeah, pass the buck.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's the tall guy.
Yeah, an earnings typo lifts stock price into the stratosphere. It went up 70% because there was an extra zero in the report. But yeah, I could see. I mean, in this day and age, right? You got a lawyer that's going to be a class actions lawsuit.
Yeah,
Right.
I could see if you could show damages, Lyft is probably liable.
Yeah. Especially if somebody lost some money.
That's what I'm saying. Is if somebody is able to demonstrate that they lost the money through the
misinformation
investment once the truth came out. I could see a lot of people making that claim.
Wow.
Hey, Ted, do you see how your SMCI is still going up?
Oh my God, is it?
LRCX is doing it too.
Wow.
Lamb research, baby.
Well, y'all gonna make me get back on my computer over here.
Nah, shit. That ain't worth looking.
Oh my God, it is behaving really good. I tell you what, dude, that basket of AIs is really, if you're looking for ideas,
yeah,
just go look at that list, because on any given day, any one of those could be having its moment.
Where did you put it?
I put it in the membership lounge. Again, this isn't technical analysis. I don't know anything about the stocks. I'm not claiming to know anything about the stocks.
Right.
All I'm claiming is that these are companies that
they're movers,
identified as benefiting from the big budget spend that's going on with AI.
It's an AI race. It's a million times bigger than the gold rush. I mean, it's
It's the rush.
The true analysts of the world, the guys that work for Gartner, for instance, are basically saying that every company in America should suddenly realize that they do nothing without their data. Their data is, it's that CRM commercial. The data is the new gold, right? So if everybody looks at themselves as a technology company first, then the answer is invest in AI, because the AI will point out new opportunities, new challenges, new things that you can deliver for your customers. Pretty amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So every one of those companies on that list are either in the infrastructure space that I think is really important, or they are going to be first to market with sellable applications that companies want to buy, which I think is I mean, it's the acid test on whether all this investment is paying off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when we hear from CRM, when we hear from Adobe, when we hear from Microsoft, and they're reporting greater numbers, it's showing that they're executing on an AI strategy, and that just gets more and more people interested in it.
That's awesome.
So,
well, with
Don,
that being said, huh?
Yeah, I was about to say, do you have anything else? I've got to get some. Man, oh man, I'm bushed.
Dude, I've gotta grab something to eat. My stomach is through my back. I've fasted all day today, so yeah, I gotta probably eat something before I get sick. But
I'm giving up alcohol for Lent.
Oh, that's cool. Good for you.
No more Ted doing shots at the end of the afternoon.
Super Bowl, isn't that?
Yeah, you know what? I tell you what, going to Las Vegas is a great way to make you realize that your choices aren't exactly the greatest.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, Ted.
I hope so.
Everything's just so available.
Yeah, I was so hungover. I felt so bloated. I mean, just felt really out of sorts, and I realized I had My daughter calls it, what do they call it when you're the days after you're drinking?
What, hangover?
Hangover.
Detox.
There's a new term for
Spazzing.
it.
You spazzing.
It's basically there's like depression and it's like a hangover,
yeah.
but
Just know it's the alcohol doing that. It's not your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I tell you what, I had my worst trading day on Monday because I was in my hotel room, but I was totally hungover. It was like, oh my God. I think I was down like $6,000 and I couldn't figure out a way to get out. And I just said, okay, that's it. I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, I
for the
don't
day.
blame you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what alcohol does.
Ted Iowa is playing Michigan. That's who they playing tonight.
All right.
So.
Well, I want them to beat Michigan because Michigan seems to do too many things too well.
I want to thank all of you for coming and hanging out and being a part of the aftermarket tonight. I really enjoyed the conversation. Hey, listen, guys, don't shoot us because we didn't do a replay tonight. Don't worry. That's a permanent part of the show. That's not going anywhere.
Well, we should Apple. And what I was going to say is that Apple dip, watch the afternoon with Apple because those last 2 days, Apple was beaten down, and then suddenly, magically, for some reason, it wasn't beaten down anymore.
Yeah, I'm looking for Apple to start correcting that. I thought it was going to happen yesterday. Yeah.
So watch for that. If it happens again tomorrow, that you feel that Apple is being unusually kept down, just keep an eye on it for the rest of the day because it might have its moment in the sun.
I was thinking that too, Ted. I thought it was going to happen yesterday. I'm like, wow, Apple's been, because you saw the lines. So I'm like, wow, Apple's really been held down. So at some point it's going to get back up into the 190s and start pushing 200 again. It's got to get back to that point. So.
And by the way, I mean, when I'm saying this, I want everybody to know I have no idea.
Yeah, right.
I'm hoping that this is no. Do your own research. The great thing about what Coach teaches us is we play what the market gives us. Yeah. We have no idea if there's an institutional investor that's going to do the same thing that happened in the last couple of days. We have no idea. So the best thing to do is learn the principles, EWO strategies or scalp strategies, calls on support, puts on resistance, all the things that Coach teaches us. And we don't need to know why. We just need to know what it's doing, work. Right?
And if you're losing your ass, it's not the market, it's you.
That's it. Because the market is always right. The market is always right because it is what it is. It's not right or wrong. Yep. It's always what it is. So you have to be able to discern that and figure out what these traders are thinking and go accordingly, not what you're thinking and feeling,
And if anything, that's kind of liberating, isn't it? It's a simpler world.
It takes the pressure off of you to figure out what the hell's going on. Just look at it.
Yeah. There's no pride of ownership of knowing if you're right about whether a stock goes up. The only thing you should be proud about is if you're able to seize the day and make money off of it. That's where the pride should come in. We shouldn't have pride of ownership of knowing, everything that we want to share with people that we know. We should have pride in the execution because, and I'll close with this, Don. William Blake said it best. Execution is the chariot of genius.
There you go. There you go, Mustang Chris.
Execute, baby. There is no try. What is it Yoda says?
Yeah. There is no try.
Do or
with Dawn, I got another.
What?
Dawn, I got another one for you.
What's that?
2 hamburgers a day will make you fat.
No, I don't do that.
Oh my gosh. I log on and we're quoting Yates.
Yeah. Wait a minute. We got a visitor?
Okay. Just get ready to go eat some dinner, baby, but I saw you pop in.
Oh,
yeah.
Bucky,
Bucky,
baby.
Say hi. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. I didn't have my sonnets out tonight to quote passages from
Bucky like that one.
as long as Ted can quote a sonnet that includes the word arbitrage, Nate will be happy.
or maybe it would be like William Shatner, arbitrage.
Arbitrage. I just wanted to say hi. Love y'all. Have a great night.
Love you too,
Wait.
Bucket.
Well,
See
then
y'all
call
later.
me.
See y'all in the
my
morning.
fat ass is starving. I'm going.
I know, me too, Gilly.
Good night.
Everybody have a good night. See ya.